turned that wrong peace symbol on its head. In the 60s, there were plenty opportunities to participate in peace demonstrations where many were waving banners of the peace symbol. While marching and singing, "All we are saying is give peace a chance," no one realized that the very popular peace symbol is actually the symbol for death and war. History has shown that in spite of demonstrations for peace, the world has not fundamentally changed in a positive way that would further our evolution. Our planet has not found peace through these actions, and approximately 50 years later, many wars as well as murder and terrorism are thriving at proportions that are difficult to assess. Have you ever wondered where this peace symbol came from? The peace symbol was designed by artist Gerald Holtham in 1958 for the British nuclear disarmament movement and is now obviously widely used. Close associates of the designer said he came to regret the downward symbol of despair, as he felt that peace was something to be celebrated and wanted the symbol to be inverted. In 2004, Billy Meier, the Swiss UFO contactee, published a book of symbols called
Symbole der Geisteslehre,
or Symbols of the Spirit Teaching, which includes 601 ancient symbols from a prophet named Nocedemian. According to Billy Meier, the origin of the peace symbol goes back many millions of years and it carries the meaning of death. In the following pages, there are 4 symbols taken from
Symbole der Geisteslehre
that you may find quite interesting. Some of them, as you will see, have already made a huge impact on our personal lives and world. Be aware that by simply gazing at these various symbols, you can feel certain sensations inside yourself. You can tell which ones feel uplifting and which ones make you feel somewhat heavy. The human beings of today and the peace movement erroneously identify with an imaginary, incorrect peace symbol and, therefore, in truth court and evoke non-peace and death, disharmony and unkindness as well as war, elimination, destruction and everything rotten and evil. And truthfully that is because the so-called peace symbol used by the human beings is indeed expressing exactly the opposite of peace, harmony and life. Thus in fact it bears senseless death and elimination. The turnaround tree of life does not let the power of life become effective, but lets the power flow into the ground. In that way life's counterpart is changed to become the eliminator of life. This so-called peace symbol symbolizes destruction, elimination and ruin. It does not refer to death in an evolutionary form, which is striving towards the existence in death and thus fulfilling an important part in the life of a human being. On the contrary, this so-called peace symbol refers in its wrong usage to a senseless death, to destruction in a de-evolutionary form. It refers, therefore, to a non-evolutionary senselessness and forced finiteness. Directed upward and in a double V, this symbolizes the tree of life with its branches reaching upwards to the sky, i.e. into the lofty heights. Here, it symbolizes the creational striving of the powers towards the relative absolute fulfillment and continuous rise up and making progress. Life can unfold itself in the tree of life. For many millions of years an ancient symbol for peace exists that likewise is traceable to Nocedemian. Besides embodying the tree of life, this true and very old symbol for peace embodies also a flower, and it is portrayed as the Salome symbol. According to Nocedemian, this is the original peace symbol, named Salome, which is a word originating from an ancient earth language meaning peace. The following is an explanation describing the meaning of the peace symbol. The rectangle symbolizes the base block of the peace and the life, upon which stands the peace and life tree and which holds everything fast. The 2 green and 5 reddish feathers represent the 7 levels, i.e. consciousness forms. The 2x3 feathers underneath represent spiritual forms, i.e. swinging waves. The 2 wheels represent the universe and the creation, which are connected with one another. So what can we do about this? We can be conscious of this issue and spread the word whenever appropriate. Symbols are powerful. There are many simple creative things each of us can do to reverse this situation simply by turning the wrong peace symbol upright. Thanks for anything you can do to make the world a better place. Feel free to share this information with anyone who may be receptive to this message. Let's build the kind of world we want to live in and consciously use appropriate symbols for building good, harmonious and peaceful lives. Salome, symbols are a means of assistance to the human being, in order to allow him/her to recall forgotten thoughts, laws, recognitions and principles, via the means of association, into his/her memory, without needing long sentences of explanation to do so. Author and translator of Billy's German texts, Nell Arnaud, USA. Translation, Christian Frenner, Switzerland. Peace be on earth, and among all creatures.